Hi, my name is Tait and I'm going to be talking to you about how you can use Skype to create the global classroom. In today's digital world, we're finding that more and more companies are doing their business online. The internet has changed the world incredibly over the last 10 to 15 years, and I'm a big believer that we need to give our students the opportunities and the skills to be able to collaborate and communicate globally, because they need to be able to challenge for these top jobs and these jobs that are going to be available in companies that are trading globally. I think we've all heard the saying that we're actually teaching students now for jobs that don't even exist, and I think that's very, very important that we give our students the skills to be able to collaborate and communicate in these modern times. Skype's a fantastic resource to do that with, and I want you to think about, well, what if and why not? Because with Skype and with the opportunity that technology has given us, we can do anything. The traditional boundaries that used to be there are now broken down, and really, what if I could get my class to speak to another class across the other side of the world? What if I could get an expert into my class via Skype? And why not? Anything is possible now, and certainly technology has shown that. What kit do you need? Very, very simple. You need an internet connection, a Skype account, a webcam and some speakers. Most of those pieces of equipment are available in most classrooms now, and a Skype account is free, so there's no really need to go out and spend a huge amount of money. Okay, two different ways that you can actually use Skype. The first is to connect with an inspirational guest speaker. Who can you get into your classroom to speak to your students? It may be the same content that they're delivering, but because it's from someone who's perceived as an expert or a real person outside of the classroom, then it certainly raises the engagement level. You may know somebody already, you may have a contact. Who can you get to actually deliver some expert content? And secondly, can you connect your students to another classroom across the globe? Maybe you are collaborating on a project. Maybe you'd like to collaborate with another classroom in a different country. Maybe you'd like to learn about that country, and the best way to do is for the students to teach each other about the part of the world that they live in, about the economy, about the jobs, about the climate. Certainly with modern foreign languages and geography, that seems to be a bit of an opportunity not to be missed there. An example of how I've done this in PE, so just to show you that it's not just, it doesn't just have to be used in a classroom setting. I used it with a group of dancers at my school at Woodham Academy, and we connected with a school in Wisconsin. They danced to each other live, and they voted on their phones interactively, and they got feedback immediately. There is a picture of the girls there dancing, and behind them in the big screen you can see the girls from Wisconsin watching, and we had 4 groups on each side of the Atlantic. We were dancing for each other. It was 3:30 in the afternoon in Durham, it was 8:30 in the morning in Wisconsin. It worked perfectly. It was all via a live link via Skype, and the engagement was tremendous. Okay, current projects at Woodham Academy, just to show you a flavour of what you can do to whet your appetite. Like I mentioned in PE, we've done that with dancing. We've also continued to connect with Wisconsin, and we've done a jump rope project where students from Wisconsin taught my Year 8 boys how to jump rope live via Skype. Another incredible project that we're involved in. Careers, we have been speaking to ex-students who are now working in the law industry down in London, solicitors and barristers, and they've been talking to our students about what education they need, what it's like to work in the city, what it's like to work in the law industry. Geography and languages, as I mentioned, are obvious routes into Skype. Language, we've already got some connections with a few schools in France, and we're doing some authentic language speaking. Geography, we're looking to connect with some schools in the different parts of the world in the different topics that we're about to teach. And reading in English, we've got some authors who are going to be Skyping into the school to talk about the books that they've been reading, which is an amazing opportunity. If you want to know more, get onto the education.skype.com website, or follow them on Facebook or Twitter, and you'll find a lot of other projects on there that you can already take part in. If you'd like to know more about me, and I've written a blog post on it, my blog is there, edutate.com, or you can catch me at the bottom on Twitter @Team Tait, or my Facebook feed as well. Okay, thanks for listening.